Hey everyone. Okay, we are in my kitchen. Truth be told, I started to film this in my living room. I'm like, no, we can't film a WWE thoughts video in my living room. We film them in my kitchen. Okay, so here we are. We're talking about Survivor Series 2024 that happened last night. And I'm going to prop my phone up on something precarious so you don't get a jubbling mess. All right, here we go. Let's talk about the matches that weren't the War Games matches, and then we will circle back to the War Games matches. All right. First one, we need to talk about my disappointment in the LA Knight match. This is nothing against Shinsuke. This is nothing against him. He's a great performer. I'm happy he's back. I still don't understand the eye thing. Someone explain to me the eye thing, please. And has it been explained on TV and I've missed it? Because I will totally take that if I've missed it. Anyways, don't understand the eye thing. Very upset that LA Knight did not win. I feel like LA Knight's been fumbled a lot since he became champion. He got himself over, and I feel like it's still like Creative doesn't know what to do with him, and that is frustrating for me to watch because I like him so much. So him losing the title makes me a little nervous. I feel like I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next for him, but truth be told, I don't know what's next for the U.S. Champion. Like, where's Shinsuke going with this thing? Like, I'm so confused. I feel like they're fumbling this, and that's why I get so concerned about them like adding another women's title. Like, you're not even like booking the men good with these titles, and now you're gonna have a women component and think that you're gonna book them better. So those are my feelings on that. Okay, you clearly know I have a lot of feelings on that. Going to the Braun Breaker three-way match, I will say I did believe Braun Breaker was going to retain this title. I'm not surprised that he did. I will say though, I had points in that match where I was like, come on, Sheamus. Like they made me believe it could happen. And that is the best part of watching some of these matches to me. Like I was there. I wanted it. I was like bummed when it didn't happen. And I love that. I love that part of watching pro wrestling. That's why I do watch it so much. And it's just like that part. So very, very happy with that. With that though, I will say like I felt like Kaiser kind of got lost in that match, and I felt like he was just like an afterthought. And so I don't really understand why it had to be a three-way. I think they could have very easily just done Sheamus and Braun and made a banger of a match out of it. Last but not least, Damian Priest, Gunther. I'm a little bummed we're getting Gunther as champion still. I'm just kind of not interested in him as the champion, quite honestly. And I love Damian so much. I was really like, I didn't believe, you get these moments as a wrestling fan where you're like, what you believe should happen and like what you really, really want to happen. And you're just like, not, you want to believe that over like the evidence that they're not going to do it. So very bummed. Interesting with the Finn Balor moment. I thought we were over that. I like that only because this doesn't mean we're going to get Terror Twins again. Like, if Rhea's still feuding with Liv and Damien's still feuding with Finn, let's just make something happen and give me my Terror Twins back. Fingers crossed on that. I would love to see that. I think they like really, really shortchanged what they could have done as a duo. But yeah, I was very bummed by that match. I'm just underwhelmed as Gunther as a champion, and like what's happening next? Like where are they going with this? Where are they going with Gunther? Because I feel like he's kind of also lost in the sauce right now, quite honestly. Just like LA Knight kind of is. All right, let's talk about the women's war game match. I thought it was amazing. I like internet trolls don't be coming for me because I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And I'll tell you one of the things I loved most about the women's match that was better than the men's match. Now, I'm an old school fan. I started to watch back in 94. Some of my favorite matches of all time are the TLC matches. There is something that old school Royal Rumble and old school TLC matches did that you do not see as much, but the women did it in this match, which is the chaos of everyone fighting. Like if you watch SummerSlam TLC, the first ever TLC, you'll notice that even if they're focusing on the spot in the middle of the ring that's happening, that along the outside, like, yeah, there's some people who are just dead and like laying there, but there's also other people just fighting. Like, you just look in the corner of the screen, you'll see like Jeff and Bubba Ray like hitting each other as like Matt Hardy and Edge are like climbing up the ladder. It it gave the realism of like everyone like fighting and like a little bit of the chaos without taking the focus away from the main thing. One of the things that I get really frustrated in Royal Rumble matches lately and like big matches like this is you'll see just like people laying. And like, yeah, you can lay, but like someone should be like kicking you or something. Like not everyone should be all laying and only two people fighting at a time. And I feel like the women did that really well. You would look and you would see like someone in the corner fighting or kicking someone, and then like or like pushing each other and trying to get away from each other as you were like watching the main spot. So I really love that. I love the amount of energy and kind of chaos that adds to this type of match, which you want in this type of match. Very happy Rhea won. Loved how she won. I'm a Rhea fan. Again, I keep seeing all this stuff on the internet. Like, dude, like Liv and Raquel literally like beat the living tar out of her. Like, she needed this comeback moment. And I don't think it hurts Liv, and I don't think it hurts anyone on the other team. I don't think it hurts Nia Jax. Personally, I'm over Nia Jax as champion. That's just a me thing. But if you're gonna say that Nia Jax needs to be like strong and powerful, indestructible, then don't be mad when they make Rhea that way. Okay? Sorry, not sorry. Love the match. Io Sky though, champion of that match. Just chef's kiss. Love her. Men's War Games match. I love CM Punk's such a master of the little things, right? I love the little moment of him and like Roman in the cage and like at points that they look like they're pouting. I loved him slipping out in front of Roman. I love this Paul Heyman stuff and what he was shouting into the ring. I love the moment with CM Punk and Paul, and you overheard that like, when I call in the favor, like you need to answer. Like, just overall, just a masterpiece of how to do one of these matches. CM Punk just knows what he's doing in there, and I loved it. Loved Jey Uso's entrance. Loved the back and forth. I love the climbing across the cage. Someone like compared to the like a Donkey Kong or no Mario Brothers, like loved it, loved it, loved it. Loved so many. There were just great spots in that match that I thoroughly enjoyed so much. So overall, I was happy with it. At my like shock, there wasn't a surprise. I was shocked that Roman's team won. Again, what does that mean? Like, there's so many places they could go. Though you have CM Punk and Roman. You like, is the bloodline feud really over? I don't believe it is. Like I said, I thought it would go until WrestleMania. Clearly, my theory was wrong, but I still kind of hold out hope for that. We'll see. I don't think it's over, but what does this mean going into the Royal Rumble? With all that said, was I a little surprised we didn't get a Rock appearance? That was my prediction. It didn't happen. I'm kind of happy there was no surprises, like in that sense. Like, I'm okay with just saying that this main roster is good enough to stand up on their own because they were in this PLE 100%. So as much as I would have loved the gotcha moment, I'm kind of happy we didn't get one. I was very satisfied with this PLE overall, you know? And so that's my opinion. I do love the little moment at the end though when CM Punk like slips in front of Roman. It's like, God, the little things he does there are so great. All right, those are my thoughts and wonders about Summer Survivor Series 2024. Tell me yours. What did you think? And yeah, we stan Rhea in this account, so just keep scrolling if you don't like her. Sorry, not sorry.